Another day, another story. In December 2022, OpenAI made headlines with the release of ChatGPT, a groundbreaking AI chatbot. This event captured the world's attention, sparking interest in both artificial intelligence as a whole and the fascinating technology underpinning ChatGPT. These technologies, known as large language models or LLMs, possess an astounding capability: generating human-like text across a wide array of topics. To truly grasp the magic of ChatGPT, it's essential to understand the inner workings of these LLMs. What makes LLMs so astonishing is their ability to produce human-like text in virtually any language, including coding languages. These models represent a true innovation, unlike anything we've seen before. This article will delve into the intricacies of LLMs, detailing their development, and shedding light on how they operate. However, it's important to note that while we understand how they work to some extent, there's still an element of mystery. At the core of LLMs are neural networks. These networks consist of small computational units called neurons, similar in concept to the neurons in our brains. Each neuron calculates an output based on its input. However, the true power of neural networks lies in the connections between neurons, quantified by numerical weights. These connections determine how one neuron's output influences another's. LLMs are a type of neural network, but not just any type. They employ a specific neural network architecture called a transformer, designed for processing and generating sequential data, such as text. Transformers revolutionize how neurons connect to each other, introducing the concept of attention. Certain neurons pay more attention to others in a sequence, making them highly effective for processing text. In essence, a model is a computer program that processes input data to produce an output. Machine learning and AI models differ from traditional programs because humans don't explicitly write the instructions. Instead, they craft algorithms that use existing data to define the model. In the case of LLMs, programmers specify the model's architecture and rules, but the model itself creates neurons and their connections through a process called training. LLMs like ChatGPT learn from vast volumes of text. During training, they review this text and attempt to generate text of their own. Initially, the output may seem like gibberish, but through a continuous process of trial and error, comparing output to input, the quality improves. With time, resources, and feedback from human readers, LLMs learn to produce text that's indistinguishable from human writing. A simplified way to describe LLMs is that they predict the next word in a sequence. This seemingly simple process results in remarkably high-quality text. But remember, it's more than just math. It's about generating text that makes sense. After training, LLMs become neural networks with hundreds of billions of connections, each defined by the model itself. These connections are essential for processing each word or token provided as input and generating an appropriate output. When a user interacts with an LLM, they input text. The model breaks this input into tokens, which are like small word fragments. These tokens are crucial because they impact how these models are priced when used as a service. Once the model receives a prompt, it generates a response based on its extensive training. Importantly, it doesn't search for information but instead calculates the most likely next token based on its internal knowledge. LLMs, like ChatGPT, can't guarantee the accuracy of their output. They generate text that sounds right but don't rely on memory to verify facts. Their strength lies in mimicking human writing, which can sometimes lead to inaccuracies, especially when dealing with incomplete, erroneous, or outdated training data. ChatGPT's knowledge is confined to information available up to its training cutoff date in September 2021. It cannot access private information and is limited to publicly available data. To mitigate this limitation, users can enhance LLMs by providing up-to-date knowledge from external sources. This extends their reasoning capabilities and makes them more useful in real-world scenarios. These augmented LLMs are often referred to as agents. Augmenting LLMs involves the use of tools, programs that take text input and provide or summarize results as text. These tools can be simple Python scripts or more complex systems, sometimes relying on external APIs or machine learning models. On March 14, 2023, OpenAI unveiled GPT-4, the latest addition to the GPT family. GPT-4 not only produces higher quality text than its predecessors but also possesses the ability to recognize images, making it a multimodal LLM. However, the functionality to handle different types of data, such as text and images, may not yet be fully realized. The world of large language models like ChatGPT is a fascinating one, filled with complexity and endless possibilities. These models, driven by neural networks and trained on vast amounts of data, have reshaped how we interact with AI and the way we generate and understand text. As they continue to evolve, we can only imagine the incredible innovations they will bring to our digital landscape. Thanks for watching.